Hey guys, and thanks for stopping on in today. In today's video, we're going to be discussing our NBA play of the day for February 10th, 2017. And this video, I'm going to be discussing the matchup between the San Antonio Spurs and the Detroit Pistons. If you're interested in getting more pick content, you can head on over to our main website, stumpthespread.com, by clicking in the logo on the top right-hand corner of this video if you're on desktop, and if you can't do that, we'll also link Stump the Spread in the video description. Our daily free play over at our main website came through yesterday as St. Peter's went on to blow out Quinnipiac on the road in what was a demolish against the spread. Our daily free pick over at our main website has been on quite a solid run, going 17-4-1 against the spread over the last 22 days. So if you want to go check that out, I highly recommend it. In today's video, like I said, we're going to be discussing the matchup between the San Antonio Spurs and the Detroit Pistons as our NBA play of the day. Earlier in the year, San Antonio on their home court played the Detroit Pistons, and it was a fairly competitive matchup for a while, but the Spurs were able to pull away in the end, picking up that win by 10 points. And that was arguably back when Detroit was playing some of their better ball. The Pistons, over the last month or so, haven't been the most consistent team by any means in the NBA, and really been a frustrating team to watch at times. You know, Detroit has a number of blowout wins, but they have just as many, if not more, blowout defeats this year. San Antonio, a veteran group that really has taken care of business well on the road this season. San Antonio actually has a slightly better record on the road than at home, as the Spurs are 21-6 overall on the road, which is just mind-blowing and very impressive. The Spurs currently stand 40-12 overall, and they're standing on top of the Southwest Division over in the Western Conference, sitting 3 games up on the Houston Rockets, who are also having themselves a very strong campaign. San Antonio is the team that Detroit strives to be under their head coach Dan Van Gundy, as this is one of the most elite defensive teams in the NBA, ranking 2nd in the league in points allowed. And the Spurs are also very solid on the offensive side of the ball, ranking 10th in the NBA in scoring average. This is a team that shares the ball very well, and even without Tim Duncan this year, the Spurs have reloaded very well, and Kawhi Leonard has stepped up, leading the squad, averaging 25.5 points per game in what's been another solid all-star type year for the small forward. The Detroit Pistons, they haven't been elite by any means on their home court, but they've definitely been better at home than on the road, standing 16-10 at home and just 25-28 overall. Detroit's holding on to that last spot in the Eastern Conference playoffs right now. They have won 2 straight, albeit on their home court against very manageable opposition, getting past the Lakers and 76ers. You know, Detroit has had recent success over the last few days, you know, beating those more manageable opponents, and now they get a huge step up in competition today to test themselves. The Detroit Pistons, like I said earlier in the video, have been a tough team to figure out and frustrating to watch at times, as sometimes we see great defensive effort out of this group, and then they're able to capitalize that and turn it into offense, and that allows this group to pick up quite a number of blowout wins actually this regular season. But also, this group, once they start facing some adversity and things start to stack against this group, they haven't shown all that well in, you know, having a lot of fight and coming back in some of these games where they find themselves in rather significant holes. The Spurs, very solid on the road this year, coming in here against the Detroit Pistons, who are a team that really focuses on defense first. They do rank 5th in the NBA in points allowed, but have been more of a work in progress on the offensive side of the ball, ranking 24th in the NBA in scoring average. And this is also a team that doesn't necessarily share the ball all that well either, ranking 21st in the NBA in assists. One area where Detroit might be able to keep things competitive here is on the glass, as Detroit is one of the better rebounding teams in the NBA, anchored by Andre Drummond down low, and the Spurs don't necessarily have the type of bulk to deal with somebody like Andre Drummond if he's focused and ready to give a full effort at his highest level of play. We do feel like this game can be competitive for a while, but just given how successful the Spurs have been on the road this season and the fact that they've beaten the Pistons by double digits this year, we do feel like the Spurs can come through in this one as they go on to win and cover this manageable spread. So that's going to be our NBA play of the day. And again, if you're interested in getting our daily free pick or other pick content over at our main website, you can check out stumpthespread.com by clicking the logo in the top right hand corner of this video on desktop. And if you can't do that, we'll also link Stump the Spread in the video description. And if you want more of this pick content in the future, I recommend you click that subscribe button, and any thumbs up are greatly appreciated. So thanks guys for stopping on in today, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye.